This is a really short video on just how to make masks for your kids and your family, and maybe I want to make some for the nice girls at the grocery store. Okay, another thing that's really important is one of the first things is you got to print off this pattern or whichever pattern you want, and then it's really annoying, it says there's no seam allowance. So you can see my scratchy pencil line, that's for the seam allowance. Also, my printer did not print it off the correct size, which I can tell by the instructions in the box on the bottom. So I'm making size large and adding a seam allowance, and we'll see how well that works. That's what I'm going to try for now. I'm just using simple, this is just like quilting cotton. It's cheaper stuff I got at Walmart, but it's cute for kids. And then this is leftovers of a bed sheet, and it's poly cotton. So this stuff's 100% cotton, but then this is poly cotton, and I mean, we don't know what we're doing. Nobody knows what we're doing. But the best idea is that with some polyester in the mix, it makes it a tiny bit more waterproof. There's a possibility that less droplets can make their way through, but you have to be able to breathe. If we used PUL or some, polyurethane kind of fabric, I don't think people would be breathing properly, and especially kids wouldn't even use them. And I just have a bunch of different kinds of, I don't know what to use for the straps. So we're going to try some different things, maybe bias tape or ribbon. Ribbon I think is too slippery for the straps. Okay, so now I'm just starting to sew, and what you do is you sew together the curvy part. You sew the curvy part. So I have a whole bunch cut out, and I'm sewing a little bit here. There we go. This part's a little tricky. What you have to do is find whatever your straps are going to be made of, and the longer one goes across the top, and the shorter one is going to go attach it to the lower part of the mask, so I can tell when I hold this up that this is the part going over my nose and this is around my chin. So my longer bit of bias tape is there, my shorter one's here, and I'm going to pin around the entire outside. I'm going to pin the two different ones together, right sides facing in, wrong sides out, and then I have to, I'm opting to try to do just one strap across the back and one across the top and the bottom of the back. So I'm going to show you what that looks like in a sec. And now they're tucked inside. They have to be tucked inside for sewing. And then I will just sew around. I will pin more, and I will pin everything except I'm going to leave one side open. I'll probably just leave this side open. But I will sew 1, 2, 3 sides together. Then I can flip it around, and then you'll see the next part. This is what you end up with when both sides are sewn together. And you've got to make sure that you leave an opening. And so when you leave an opening, you're able to flip it around, and there's already the straps for the back are already inside. So I flip it around, and you can see how this works. I don't know if this is gonna fit properly. We'll find out. Probably way too loose, but that's okay. So I could make these tighter, and you can see how it works.